Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Crystal and Harmony. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about our next full moon, April 6th, the pink moon. So let's just jump right into it. And real quick, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit subscribe and like the video and let me know your thoughts after you watch the video, what you think about the reading, how you might be anticipating taking advantage of the energies of this full moon. So before we get into the message, just want to show the cards that were pulled. We have the Sphinx, Isis, and the Lotus. Pretty positive spread, feeling pretty good about this. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a chaotic full moon. That's always a plus. So let's just jump right in. We are here today to talk about the full moon. The pink moon, as some in your culture have called it. What we'd like to say about the moon is this. Every time there's a celestial event, such as a full moon, such as an equinox, a solstice, a conjunction of your planets, there is an energetic gateway that is opened because you allow yourselves to receive more during these full moons, during these celestial events. You make a point of setting aside time in your days to tune in and to open up and receive. This time is no different. With this full moon, because you are opening up to receive, just as you do with all other celestial events, we are sending you energies that are going to be supportive of your goals, but more importantly, your destiny. That which you came to Earth to achieve. That which was one of your main missions when you chose to incarnate. So when you open up to these energies, when you decide that you are going to work with this full moon, keep in mind what we are sending. Keep in mind that right now, in the time of the full moon, we will be supporting you in aligning and trusting in stepping into and becoming that which you are destined to be. Destiny is a magnificent word in your language. It comes with many connotations. The word is powerful on its own. We know this word grabs your attention, which is why we are using it. We want you to know that you all have destinies. You all had big plans for this incarnation. And we want you to know that all of what you planned on is achievable. That you truly can do anything you set your sights on. It only takes a bit of alignment, a bit of letting go, a bit of stepping up, a bit of courage. Keep these things in mind when you are working with the full moon. The Sphinx can be seen as a symbol of this destiny, as a symbol of your power, as a symbol of your creative ability in weaving your realities. You are all creators. You are constantly creating. We ask that you create with intention. The energy of Isis is a mothering one, a nurturing one that can be likened to our own energies, to the energies of your own guides, your own star families. Because we nurture you. We want to see you succeed. We care for you in a tender way. And we support you no matter what. Whether you choose to align with your destiny or not, we support you 100%. You have our unconditional love. Know that you are nurtured and you are cared for by many beings in many dimensions. Lean into that energy. If you are feeling like you need some extra support, if you are feeling that you want to feel cared for, that you want to feel nurtured, we are always open to sending you that sort of support when you ask us. The lotus has come up to represent change, the futility of trying to remain in one state of being. Change is inevitable. Change is beautiful. Like the lotus, which starts in the mud, and rises up with its beautiful flowers, with its beautiful petals, a symbol for the infinite energy of Source, for the finite physical reality. The lotus undergoes transformation. It requires mud to grow, just as you require mud to grow, just as you require challenges and tribulations to realize what you really are, to realize how powerful you truly are, to realize that you are source energy, that nothing can bring you down, that though you can be in situations that resemble or feel like mud, that they are dirty, that they might be harsh, that they might be dense, that you will always rise up and out. That is the message we bring today about the lotus. You will best be served with this full moon by remembering the lotus, remembering your potential, remembering that you are nurtured, and knowing that you can align with the highest and best version of yourself, with the destiny that you chose to experience. So sounds like a pretty awesome full moon that we can expect. Sounds like we need to really open up to the energies that are being sent to us. Not that we need to, but it sounds like it would benefit us to do that. And also just keep in mind, we are being sent supportive energies all of the time. It feels more potent with these celestial events because we are taking notice of them and we're really setting our intention and setting the time to engage with them. But you can engage with higher frequency energy that are being sent to us from the celestial realms, from our star family, from stars and planets at any time. It's only around these celestial events, like I said, that we really pay attention. Something else that I wanted to talk about is the Sphinx card. So in this deck, the Sphinx card is talked about in regards to secrecy and observation, which I thought was kind of interesting. And I think that really only scratches the surface of what the Sphinx really represents. And I think my guides really got into it when they were talking about destiny. Because underneath the Sphinx is where the halls of Amenti are, where the energetic storehouse of the Akashic records are located, where it has been predicted by Edgar Cayce and I think talked about by Drunvalo in his Ancient Secrets of the Flower of Life books, that a room will be found with lots of information. That is the secret of the Sphinx. That is what the Sphinx is guarding, sitting on top of. It's this storehouse of information that really relates to not only our destinies, but the destinies of humanity as a whole. So it's funny to me that in the guidebook for this deck, it talks about secrecy. And again, I think that is only scratching the surface because in a way it is secrecy because The Sphinx is keeping that place secret. But when you dig deeper, it is a very profound, deep, powerful, and transformative energy that is in there. And just as I'm talking about this, I'm realizing also too, it's probably, if you have been wanting to access the Akashic records and are having some trouble, haven't been able to, and you're someone who meditates, you know how to navigate these spaces, or maybe you don't completely know how to navigate these spaces, but you're at least used to meditating, I think this is going to be a very powerful time, a time where you are going to have support in accessing the Akashic records and getting some information on your destiny, on those choices that you made before you incarnated here. So if you're one of those people who's like, what's my purpose? Or I really want to get an Akashic reading, or I want to access the Akashic library, do it. Like, use this full moon energy and do it. Maybe you don't see anything, maybe you don't hear anything that makes it clear that that's where you are. But if you set your intention that that's where you want a remote view, or that's where you're astral traveling, you are going to connect with that energy in some way. It's not always clear when you're working in the Akashic records what you're seeing, what kind of information you're getting. A lot of times they speak in symbols and metaphors, which can make decoding things a bit confusing. But just try. Dip your toe in. Dip your toe into the Akashic records. Dip your toe underneath the Sphinx. See what happens. And again, you have a supportive energy with you at this time, at all times. But if you want that energy, if you're connecting with the full moon specifically, it is available to you. That mothering, nurturing energy, that energy that lets you know everything's going to be okay. And don't forget that no matter what you're experiencing, you're going to be okay. These cards really go together, because this one is about acceptance of reality, maintaining peace and calm no matter what you're going through, no matter what trials and tribulations may come. Remember, nothing happens to you that is not in alignment with your highest and best good, that your higher self did not agree to happen, because all of it is a lesson. All of it will transform you into who you are meant to be, raise you up out of the mud as a beautiful being of source energy. That's all I have to say about that. If you like the video, again, let me know. Share it with your friends. I hope you guys have a beautiful full moon, and just keep looking up, keep looking at the light. Tap into those destinies. If you're ready to take on that powerful energy, do it. Why not? Don't be afraid. Don't feel unworthy. You are so loved by so many beings out there that have your back, that are supporting you 100%. Ask for their help. Ask for their support. And just do it. Go into those records. Climb out of that mud. Just do it. All right, guys. Namaste.